Another point I'd like to make in terms of my input in Parliament, and that has to do with parliamentary select committees. I'm a strong believer in parliamentary select committees. I believe that particularly in relation to matters like education, like crime, which I think should really go across. Politics should not get in the way of improving education or improving safety in our community. And as a result of that, I was responsible and worked very hard while I was the Minister of Education. I called for a Joint Select Committee on Education, which gave that committee the opportunity to critique what I was doing. And to give people of the country an opportunity to speak to the committee, which can then speak to Parliament. And then later, I worked very hard, and it didn't come easy, but worked very hard to see that we had a parliamentary joint select committee set up for looking into the violence and crime in our community. And after that was set up, we worked very hard for months on that. We had a report that came out, and we've made several recommendations. I'm so happy to say that when I look at the work of Minister Wayne Parrington, which I think he's having good measurable success, and when I look at what he's doing, it's comforting to know that he has looked at and certainly is giving consideration to the recommendations that came out of that Joint Select Committee. Going forward, I certainly will continue to champion fairness, justice, and equality for all. I fully support the new wave of renewable energy that will bring significant savings on electricity to households. And I certainly, in my constituency, envision a plot up there, and young James would know where it is, right across from him at Tudor Hill as a site for renewable energy. I fully support the construction of a facility for use of Somerset Bridge Club and the community, a community center that will offer senior care during the day and supervise after-school care. I will advocate the naming of schools and buildings after citizens who have made significant contributions to Bermuda. While a minister, I said I named Dalton Tucker. I also named T.N. Tatum School. I named as a minister, I named the tennis stadium after W.E.R. Jewell and the Royal Naval Field after Warren Simmons. All men who've made significant contributions and who are not only our young people, but all should know what kind of contributions our Bermudians have made. I support the Morgan's Point development. I will ensure that there is adequate open space for use by the community. And I will ensure that the development does not become a gated community where some members of the community are denied access. Finally, I am committed towards the enhancement of the quality of life for the residents of Constituency 32 specifically, and our island generally. And while I close, I think it's important to indicate to the people of Bermuda that it's important to re-elect the Progressive Labour Party government because the PLP needs to be returned as government to lead the country out of the economic downturn which has been visited upon us by the recession in the United States in particular and the worldwide recession more generally. The PLP needs to be returned to government to continue its program of job creation and job preparedness as indicated by the work of the Job Corps. The PLP needs to be returned as government so that the march towards educational reform along with higher achievement levels is continued. I stand ready to provide the necessary support that Constituency 32 constituents want. Thank you.
Thank you. Now take some questions for Anthony Horton.
Minister, sorry, not Mr. Horton. You said, you talked a lot about social justice and the championship of social justice issues. What areas do you think remain to be addressed in that arena?
I think, I think that we have made, you'll know, Io, that we've made, I think, pretty significant progress the Progressive Labour Party has from the time that we became the government, from the very first huge move of one man, one vote. But I certainly think that if you look at the work of the party has worked hard to bring about justice in the workforce through the Employment Act. We have certainly the improvement of the education system. It's a very
talking about the future. What do you think remains to be?
Oh, what remains to be done? Well, I think improvement in those areas. I think that we have not finished there. Certainly in education. I think for me the bottom line to success in our community and to ultimate equality is an excellent education system.
Okay, you also mentioned that Morgan's Point will not become a gated community.
Yes.
My understanding is that it's a $1 billion project. How realistic is it to tell investors $1 billion investment not to gate off the community?
I think it's realistic. I think that when I say gated, I don't expect for us to be able to be walking and knocking on the doors of people who are living in the community, but certainly where there are retail outlets and the like, there'll be opportunity for Bermudians, those people living in the West End community, to be able to benefit from.
All right, and are you confident about the whole issue of the toxic waste that's been dumped there? Are you confident it's going to resolve?
Well, I'm confident that we will get that done. We have to get it done, and I feel that it will be done. Yes.
That's been the case for many years.
Yes, it has been, but I think that finally we've seen some movement. So in the next year or so, certainly we'll be moving positively on that.
Are you actually pleased with the pace of implementation of education reform?
Well, I don't think that everyone would love for it to be much faster. I sat in that place. Right. I was the education. I believe I was told that I was moved from education because I was moving too slowly. But certainly, everyone wants it to move quicker, IO, and I think quite rightly so, because it is so important. But at the same time, I think we have to be mindful of the fact that it just doesn't happen.
Okay. Would you say that was your most challenging portfolio?
Oh, no question about it. That was my most challenging and my most exciting, and the one I loved the most.
Do you have any ambitions to be premier?
Do I have any ambition to be premier?
Yeah.
No ambitions whatsoever to be premier. Really? My ambition really is to represent the constituents of 32 to the best of my ability, and I ask for their support.